heard that voice. Shame on you. This man is quickly becoming Canadian country music royalty. Codie Prevost, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be
must
here.
be an exciting time for you. Are releasing a new album tomorrow.
It's very exciting. There's so much going on. I got a chance to record this album down in Vancouver with producer Tom McKelp. It's my 4th CD, and it's called All Kinds of Crazy, and it's coming out tomorrow, and just so much exciting things. We're having an online CD release party, which is perfect because it's minus 40 out. So
yeah, that's right. Everyone wants to get inside.
That's right.
Hey, what kind of themes did you explore in this album?
You know what? It's a little bit different for me. Like, we wanted to do something outside the, outside the lines, and we chose some outside songs as well as some songs that I've written, and there's a little bit of everything, a little bit of diversity. There's ballads, there's up-tempo songs. We got a high-energy show planned for this summer as well. The graphic work on this is a little bit out there.
It sounds very interesting. You grew up in a small Saskatchewan town. How did that shape your music?
I grew up, my mom and my uncle would play guitar, and they each knew 3 chords, but with those 3 chords they could play 20 songs each. And so at all the family functions, this is where I became inspired to play. Just seeing them perform for my family and putting smiles on people's faces with just a guitar and their voice was something that I just was drawn to.
So when did you get involved in music? Like, when did you pick up that guitar for the first time?
I was about 14, and I snuck upstairs and took it down to my bedroom and just taught myself to play. And ever since then, I've met my manager through my first year of college, Al LeBlanc, and we started working together, started booking me shows around Saskatchewan. One thing led to another. Next thing, I was in Nashville, I recorded my first CD, and here I am today working on my 4th.
All right, talk about that. You pick up your first guitar at 14. I mean, obviously your parents have had a big musical influence on you. Then all of a sudden, years later, through hard work, you're driving down to Nashville to record your first album. What is going through your mind?
It's surreal, going into a studio and getting to work with those world-class musicians on your first record. It's really a dream come true and something I'll never forget. I'll never forget walking in and seeing those guys. They sit down, we all listen to the song, and then next thing you know, we're in the studio and playing that song, and it's just a whole new spin on it, and it's just something that's incredible, and definitely something, even if you're not a musician, if you ever get the chance to experience that, go and sit in the studio.
Did you actually? You just finished a tour of Saskatchewan high schools. What was the message behind that tour?
We did a tour called Imagine No Bullying, and growing up in Saskatchewan, bullying was everywhere, and it still is today. And it's every time you turn on the news, it's so sad to see another tragedy, another youth has taken their life, and we just really wanted to create awareness about it. So me and another fellow musician, Stephen McGuire, got together, and we've been doing this tour. We did it in December. We did about 14 shows, and now we're planning it again for April and May. And it's really just, we partnered with the Red Cross, and it's really just spreading the message and creating that awareness that something has to happen here, change has to be made to make things better for the people coming up in the next generation.
Now, did you have personal experience with bullying growing up?
Yeah, I did. Going to high school and stuff, there was bullying every day. Scared to walk home from school after lots of times, and it's just but these days, seeing with where it's going with cyberbullying and all that, it never ends. Before you could go home after school, you could get away from it for a few hours, but now these days it's never ending.
Well, it says a lot about you, how you can take that experience and turn it into a positive for others. The release is tomorrow. Hey, great having you stop by here. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Chris.
All right, let's take a look at the weather. Terry, what's in store for us?